Lubricants are the excipients used to improve the processing, improve the manufacturing process for the solid formulations. Mainly the solid oral dosage forms like tablets and capsules, then powders like powder for oral solution, powder for oral suspension, and in the sachet formulations, the lubricants or lubricating agents are used. As we are aware and we know that the excipients are used for different purpose in the formulations, and lubricants or lubricating agents are one of them. Lubricants are useful excipients added in the oral solid formulations like tablets and capsules to improve the processability, to improve the flow. The lubricants reduce friction between particles and machine surfaces, preventing sticking, capping, and ejection problems during compression. In the tablet formulation, we make the granules, and after making the granules, we lubricate the granules to improve its flow, to improve the processability, to compress it into the tablet formulation or fill the blend into the capsules. Lubricants are the excipients, raw materials, or inactive substances that can minimize the friction between the tablet or capsule material and the metal parts of the press. This ensures smooth tablet ejection, consistent quality, and prevents damage during production. Historical background, if we check, we will get the information that in manual tablet making time, the friction between powder mass and tablet press metal cause sticking and poor tablet quality. So when it came to the industrial scale manufacturing, that time it was understood that we need some excipient which can reduce this friction and can improve the tablet properties. So as the industrial scale manufacturing evolved, came into the picture, lubricants became vital role for high speed production. Initially, neutral oils and waxes were used, but later these were replaced by the more effective agents like magnesium stearate. These are used generally in the lower concentration to enhance the flow and reduce the sticking. Magnesium stearate is a very well-known lubricant and very widely used lubricant in the tablet manufacturing and in the capsule manufacturing. Magnesium stearate become as a perfect lubricant because of its sufficiency to give the required lubrication at low concentration and consistent performance. It provides smooth ejection and uniformity but presents certain formulation challenges due to its hydrophobic nature. There are other excipients which are used as lubricant like sodium stearyl fumarate is there. So magnesium stearate is insoluble and hydrophobic while sodium stearyl fumarate is hydrophilic. I suggest you to list out the lubricants and list out their properties so that you will learn more about this topic. Now coming to the limitations of magnesium stearate. So one of the most important thing is hydrophobic nature. It can delay tablet disintegration and drug dissolution. Potential adsorption of API may reduce bioavailability. Possible chemical interaction with acidic or sensitive drugs. Variations in crystal form which can affect the ejection force and hardness. Overmixing leads to reduced hardness and tablet defects like capping and lamination. Practical processing challenges are there, like overmixing with magnesium stearate weakens particle bonding and lowers the tensile strength. Mixing time and intensity directly affect tablet hardness and disintegration. Batch variations and particle morphology differences impact the performance during compression. You can get different grades of magnesium stearate depending upon the particle size and the surface area. Lubricant selection considerations. So you need to have the understanding about the product type, whether it is pharmaceutical, nutraceutical, cosmetic, or herbal, then you can use it. Compatibility with the API and excipients to avoid the adsorption or reaction. Tablet size, shape to ensure smooth ejection. Lubrication efficiency and particle size to maintain flow and compressibility. Impact on dissolution hardness and uniform distribution of the blend. Then time of lubrication, time of blending is also important. Consistency of lubricant quality and minimal batch to batch variation. Common lubricants I have enlisted here like magnesium stearate, calcium stearate, stearic acid, talc. Sometimes talc is also used as a chloride. And in most of the formulations, the lubricant does not exceed 1% except for talc, which can go up to 5%. The irrational use of the lubricants can lead to formation of the hydrophobic blend, formation of the blend which gives you capping, which can give you the hardness challenges. So magnesium stearate is there, calcium stearate is there, and stearic acid is there. Many other lubricants are also used. What are the rules for lubricant use? So add lubricant only at the final blending stage because it is not having any use in the manufacturing of the dried granules. Only it is giving lubrication. That's why it is to be used at the final stage to coat the granules and to improve the processing. So add lubricant only at the final blending stage. Mix gently for short duration, typically 2 minutes, 3 minutes or 5 minutes to prevent over lubrication. Avoid adding during wet granulation as lubricants are hydrophobic and interfere with the granule formation. So you should never use lubricants in the intragranular part. These are always used in the extragranular part. Why lubricants are not used during wet mixing? So hydrophobic lubricants can repel the binder solution, weakening granule formation. They can be washed out, reducing their effectiveness. Improper timing leads to weak granules and issues like capping and lamination. Effects of over lubrication. So if you do the over lubrication, it will have adverse effect or adverse impact. For example, if you do more blending like 7 minutes, 10 minutes, it will give you the blend which is having some hydrophobic nature. So formation of hydrophobic films will reduce the water penetration and slows the disintegration. Reduction in the tablet hardness due to the inhibited interparticle bonding. Delayed dissolution leading to reduced bioavailability, possible non-compliance with the pharmacopoeial quality standards. So always try to avoid over lubrication. Always check the effect of over lubrication in the formulation development phase. Example of paracetamol tablets I have taken here. So paracetamol formulations, magnesium stearate is typically added at 0.25 to 0.5%. It is blended for only 2 to 3 minutes at the final stage, and exceeding 1% or prolonged mixing results in soft tablet with delayed disintegration and dissolution because of the hydrophobic blend. So lubricants ensure smooth tablet ejection. It reduces the friction between the machine surface, metal surface, and the blend, and prevent the manufacturing defects. Typical range is 0.25 to 5% depending on type and formulation. Add at last, mix minimally, and avoid use during wet granulation. Overuse of the lubricant may lead to poor hardness, slow disintegration, and bioavailability issues. Selecting the right lubricant ensures consistent performance and the product quality. Always have the data generated with different lubricants, also at different concentrations, and also have the stability data, compatibility data. Always try to use lubricant at lower concentrations so that you will get the good formulation, whether it is tablet, capsules or sachets. If you are using the formulations like sachets, so in this the powder blend is filled into the sachets. So always use at a lower concentration because for the sachet formulations there is no compression. So I think this information will give you the good idea about the lubricants. This topic will also help the students who are learning, who are studying in the pharmaceutical sciences, in the chemical sciences. And I hope Uh, as I suggested, you will make a list of the lubricants and their properties, when these are used and when and in which formulation these are avoided. Thank you for watching the video.